Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are packed full of parts. Got a block, head, everything to put together my sport front wheel drive car. So we are headed out to the machine shop right now. Get this motor assembled and hopefully get it back in the car maybe tomorrow. I'm supposed to be racing this weekend, Pan Am, at Maple Grove Raceway. So if you see this video, you know that it all worked out and I got everything back together. So right now I gotta make a quick stop, gotta get some fuel, gotta go to the dump. The back of the truck's full of trash from the 4th of July cookout. So get all that dropped off, head on out to the machine shop. We got a motor on this thing, or the block anyway. Getting ready to take some measurements, make sure this is all good. Go ahead and throw the crank and pistons and rods in it. Start assembling the whole motor. So we got the crank right here. That's all good. It's already clean. All the valve train stuff, I'm gonna go through that. I see a couple pads that I'm gonna have to change. I already checked all the valves. I'm gonna put 2 exhaust valves in there.
If we don't get it done, it's not a big deal. Grace will pay the shipping.
Got this joint all cleaned up. Gonna check that. Got the block in there, getting fresh home right now. Be ready to go. Got my oil pan here. Gonna spray it out, get some of the excess oil out, and then put it in the hot tank. So here we got my rods, pistons that are going in the car. Let's see. These nice aluminum rod, Carrillo. First time using these ones, but you know, Carrillo rods are good. These are my pistons, 84 millimeter, 22 millimeter wrist pin. Yep. Now, just waiting on the block to come out the home. Get those. Gotta get the rings filed. Then I'll be able to put this whole thing together. Always down to the last second. But we're gonna get it done.
Hey, I'm gonna wash that one.
This is the part I hate doing. Foul fitting the rings. You gotta check the size. You can bring it over here, put in this little wheel, check the size, back and forth through all of these. All right, so all the rings are all foul fitted to each cylinder. Now just gotta oil this thing down and get ready to put the rings on the pistons, and then put the pistons on the rods, and then put it all in the block. We got one all together. Starting to put all this stuff together now. Put the rods on the pistons, put the rings on, and I'll be able to put them in the block. Well, it's all done. Daggone GoPro went dead. So motor's complete. Obviously, it's loaded in my truck now. So I'm gonna get this thing out. Go ahead and get the rest of the pieces on there. Like I said, I need to pull a couple plugs off the old block for here, here, here. I gotta pull the oil filter piece out of the other block. Intake manifold on, VTEC block off plate, coolant swirl pipe, tighten these up. A few things I gotta do, but should have oil pressure here soon. Gotta take the oil pan off because I forgot the gasket here. The gasket was here, so let's get this thing out of the truck, and I'll probably put it on the engine hoist for now, obviously to help me get it out of the truck, but so I can pull the pan off. It's only got 4 nuts on the pan right now, so I can get the oil pan gasket on, and then once I get that on, I can set it on the ground, get the clutch and flywheel on, transmission on, put it in the car. So here we go. see. We got intake manifold I'm bolting on right now. Got a transmission on. Gotta put swirl pot on. Then VTEC block off plate. It's easy to put this on before you put it in the car. I mean, this bolt right here is kind of pain in the butt. So let's get all that on and then start getting this thing in the car. Well, I got the motor back in. Now, so I gotta hook up the harness. Obviously, put the axles and stuff in. Put turbo kit back on, bolt the front back on. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead, get all my harness hooked back up, and then I'll hang the turbo kit. Actually, might go ahead and put the weight bar back on. Put the weight bars back on, and then hang the turbo kit. So let's go and get to that right now. Probably not gonna be able to film this because that weight plate is heavy, and I only got my little floor jack right here. So I'm gonna clean this mess up that I made. Spilled daggone transmission fluid when I was putting the motor and trans together. So I'm gonna clean this up right quick and get this weight plate mounted on, and then I can go ahead and get the turbo kit on and axles, harness, and all that. So stay tuned. So we got the weight plate on. Now, got the coolant lines hooked up. I have to grab the turbo kit. Let's put the turbo kit on. And the intercooler. And then do the harness and then go underneath and do everything underneath. So we got the manifold on, all the harness is all hooked up. Put this vacuum line up right here. Get all the cables hooked up. Auto cable hooked up. Let's see what else we got to do here. Gotta get the intercooler. Slip that. Back pressure sensor up. I think I gotta wait. Let me grab the intercooler and get that set on there. Got the intercooler set on here. So we can get this plant hooked up. Yep, one hand deal. Same thing goes up here. That's locked in. Overflow. We gotta get the headlights and all that stuff. This is for the fan. This is O2. This up right now. Back pressure. This is tightened up. Back pressure sensor tightened up. Now I can grab this whole front with the headlights. That's all attached. Hooks up the rest of the electronics. This is the fan, O2 from this side. Then all the rest of the harness over here. And water pump and all that. That is this. Let's see if I can one-hand this joint. I'm gonna have to set this down. Had to set the camera down to get that thing put on there. So all it is 2 bolts on both sides. 12 there. And a 12 here. Lined up. There we go. There is one bolt, a nut that holds intercooler. So it's tight. So now you gotta run this through my O2 sensor. We just run that across here. And zip tie it up. Plugs in right here. Back headlight harness. So now ground right here, we got to collect up all of the grounds. One right there, another one down here. Main ground for the battery. That one, this one off the transmission. See, that should be it. Should be ready to start. Put some oil in it and some water. She should be ready to start. So I'm gonna go grab some oil and some water and see if she gonna crank over. Got some VR1 2050. I'm gonna put this in just so I can run it for a few minutes. I'll end up draining this out and put a brad pin in. I just want to do that just because it's a brand new motor. Make sure everything's straight. And I'll start it, let it run for a few minutes, and I'll drain it all out and put brad pin in. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, got the fuel system bled, cooling system bled, got oil. Let's see what we got. Oh, you know what's not tight? Daggone throttle cable. Let's tighten that up. Okay, throttle cable's tight now. Let's see what we got. So I gotta get in here in case I gotta give it a little gas.